Hello, my cross stitch friends. Welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda Mae, and this is my channel, Ardith Design, where we celebrate sustainable stitching, counted cross stitch, and making all the things. If you are new to my channel, welcome. And if you are returning, I am so very glad you came back to join me today to talk all about counted cross stitch. So today I have lots to show you. It's been a hot minute since I filmed last. So I have some new releases to show you. I have my works in progress for what I'm stitching. I have some finishes which are not fully finished, and they come complete with wrinkles. But I wanted to show you my two finishes, an upcoming project I have to start, and some Happy Meal that I got. So we're gonna get started, and I might be kind of all over the place, so please bear with me. Okay, it's been a hot minute. So first off, I did a Facebook Live with Just Cross Stitch Magazine last month, and it was to show off my setting sail here, which is the sailboat, and that was super duper fun. So there is the live, I did that, and I've got some new releases over here that we'll talk about in a little bit. So I wanted to share, I'll share my Happy Meal first. So I have an excellent stitchy friend. She's amazing. She is hilarious, super uber talented, quirky like me, collaborative like me, all the things. And she sent me a package, and her name is Stephanie Webb of Lindy Stitches. I love her and I love her work, and she's got a new pattern out. Oh my gosh, it's so cute, and it's a purple horse. I'm dead, right? Oh my gosh, love it. So she sent me this really nice card and this project bag. Oh my gosh. So it's got little puppies, and this was sewn by the 805 Stitcher. I don't know if she has any more of these, but I love it so much. It's larger than project bags I typically use, so it's amazing. I'm excited to put a big project in. Came complete with the quintessential Steph candies. If you order from her, usually she throws them in there, and oh my god, they're so good. So she sent me a project bag, and she sent me something that, oh my gosh, I ugly cried, okay, like sobbing. She knows my heart. Look at what she sent me. Look at that little cutie. So I am so excited. She stitched this. This is my Guinea Fowl pattern. I made this Guinea Fowl pattern last year, and I had my recommended color palette, which was all color and cotton threads. But I was so excited to release it that I literally could not wait, and I released it without stitching the model. Well, Steph loved it. She did not include, I had some motifs like with some circles right here. She did not include those, which totally cool. When you're stitching someone's design, you have artistic license to add your own colors, you know, your color conversion, your threads, components you want or you don't want. So, you know, have at it. So she stitched this up, and look, she made it into a little pillow, and I love it so much. So I officially have a Lindy Stitches stitch, and so this is going to go up with my bird wall with my other stuff. I have her beach dance, which is the boobies, no, my boobies, and then her boobies. Oh my gosh, so many boobies. Yeah, my award-winning boobies for Boobies Apiary is coming out. I gotta unpack all of my autumn models, and that's when I'm gonna have it displayed for autumn here pretty soon. And then hers is the bird boobies. Okay, I'm gushing. Fangirling. Okay, so that's Happy Meal I got, and I love it. Okay, and the second piece of Happy Meal I got was I won a giveaway. It was awesome. I watch Helen D. She is a stitcher on the East Coast. She is up in Maine, a state I have never been to but want to go to. And I saw this, she talked about, so the Daily Stitcher was actually one of the first online needlework shops to carry my journals and notebooks and stuff. So anyway, so it was really neat to get this. This was a Daily Stitcher giveaway on Helen D's channel. And then I got this, and it's a Winter Friends banner. And so it comes with the fabric panels, and then I would cut out, it has the pattern to cut out to make the little snowman, and I love it. I love it. I'm so excited. So those are my Happy Mail things that I got. Like I said, the giveaway, and then just spontaneous stitchy kindness. I got, oh, another Happy Meal. I decided to treat myself. Treat yourself to, I cannot believe I just snapped. I decided to join the Color and Cotton floss clubs, and so I got the July and my August. These are the threads that I purchased from her, like the odds and ends. She was having a sale. So what I do, since I'm a designer, but these are my personal threads, so I go ahead and write here on the back that these are my personal stash. So I decided to join all 3 clubs because I have no self-control. So I joined the Bright. So here's some of the colors for the Bright. Then I joined the Every Color and the Neutral, which I wanted to be a part of it. So here are her new colors, Merlot, and oh my gosh, this another one is really cool. And then Abyss. Look at these autumn colors. Holy moly. Love them. So I am acquiring and procuring and creating my own collection of Color and Cotton floss. And with that, I want to say that I got more floss packs in for the Love Boat sampler. So this sampler came out, it's stitched on the Color and Cotton Petunia 32 count linen. I do not have the fabric in stock. Angela over at Color and Cotton Dye Studio does, but I have the thread pack, and can you tell I'm a fan? So we did this collaborated. Oh, I love it. So I have more of the threads in case you're wondering, I'm a fan. So that's Stitchy Mail number 3. Then I got an incredible gift of stitchy kindness from Karen. I'm not going to show that on this video. I will bring it for the next video, but I want to say thank you to Karen. And oh, yay. Okay. I got some work, some progress done. I did. I worked on, oh, that was a really clunky segue. I'm going to show you my works in progress pieces now. I worked on my Emma Congdon piece out of this book, Cross Stitch for the Earth. It is the Never Underestimate the Difference That You Make, which I wholeheartedly support. So it is charted all in DMC. So this is what her model looks like in the book. It's charted all in DMC. And I decided to stitch it in DMC as well. I have it in one of my project bags that I made with my son when he was like 2 or 3. So a project bag that should have taken me like an hour and a half to make took like 18 hours. Okay, more like 7 hours, but still, it was a labor of love. So let me show you where I got. I am stitching this on a piece of, it's like a splash Lugana. It's a printed fabric. It's 32 count. It is not linen. And what I love about this fabric is that it's pretty resilient in terms of like not wrinkling. So I love it. So I got the Underestimate and I got this in. I don't have one of the colors, so I substituted 340, which to me is just blending way too much with the existing colors. So, but I didn't want to stitch with the substituted on one side and then switch it over. I wanted it to stay symmetrical. So after I finish the difference here, the rest of the piece, I'll make sure to use the called for thread so it balances on both sides. That's just the like debilitating perfectionist in me. It doesn't have to be that way, but that's what I'm gonna do. So I am stitching this with 2 strands of DMC over 2 even weave threads. So this is an even weave, which means that the warp and the weft, so the, you know, math, I'm perpendicular where it's equidistant up and down as it is side to side. So the boxes are completely equal. That's what it means when I say even weave fabric. So, okay. So I'm really excited. I've got to work on the bird, but the little mushrooms that are pink and purple, who doesn't love a pink and purple mushroom? I mean, come on. I may or may not have stitched some mushrooms on a holiday piece that's coming up. So yeah, dramatic pause there. In my Boo Bees bag that was stitched by Erica House a couple years ago. She made it for me. I am working on T is for Time. I didn't grab the cover sheet, excuse me. T is for Time. It is in classic Prairie Schooler pattern. Prairie Schooler, I would say, is in the top 5 of my favorite designers. She has just really beautiful things. What more can I say? So I did do a color conversion using Sulky 12 weight cotton floss, and I decided to do it really bright. And you all have been so tremendous and lovely with your support of how I should work on this. I said I wanted to make this for my nerd wall, like Helen D over on Flosstube. I'll make sure to link her channel. Helen has a nerd wall. Hers is mainly like video games and like really cool like Pokemon, and oh, she finished that really cool the stitches that are the games that made us. Oh, really awesome. So all like the 8-bit games, video game stuff. Anyway, my nerd wall is space themed. So I have like NASA pictures. I have inspirational quotes that have like female astronauts, and then I have Doctor Who. Oh, I have an art piece like of Jodie Whittaker, the current Doctor, that I got like from a comic book store. Like I got all the things, right? So I decided to do T for Time, and it's gonna have, I gotta do a lot of the back stitching, as you can see. So the clock face here, I need to add all that back stitching in, but y'all were so nice. And I decided not to do T for TARDIS, a time and relative distance and space machine. I decided to do Time Lord. And so, and then right here, I am going to put a little blue TARDIS. I'm going to stitch that instead of the called for moon and stars here. So I'm going to do a TARDIS, but I've got to grab the right blue because I want it to be TARDIS blue, but I also don't want it to clash with the existing color palette that I have. And then I thought maybe I should do like something in Gallifreyan, and then I think that's just way too geeky. Most people, when they see the TARDIS, the blue police box, they're like, I know that's Doctor Who. I don't want to get too esoteric where people are like, who is this lady and what is on her wall? So I'm stitching this with 1 strand of the Sulky over 2 linen threads, and this is Color and Cotton. It was a piece of fabric out of her 2019 Patriotic box I purchased. I don't remember the color, I'm sorry. So I'm so close at just the back stitching, and that's, I think that's my hardest thing, is to do the back stitching stuff. I like doing full crosses. I do. Okay, what else have I been working on? Oh, okay, so those are my works in progress. I kitted something up, but oh, I'll show you that after I show you my finishes. Let's do finishes as I drop stuff. Okay, Floss, I got floss down. Okay, so this is kitted up project. So I'm gonna move that. All right, and just some not so fancy, inexpensive little bags. I kitted up the Funky Birds sampler. Love it. I first saw this sampler and it was finished by Theresa of Kitten Stitcher. And I love that. That's the first time. So I was a new cross stitcher and I started following Theresa's channel pretty much from the beginning when she started making videos. She had like miniature dollhouse videos too, but you know, anyway, I digress. That's how I learned really about Barbara Anna Designs, my favorite designer. I know you're not supposed to play favorites. I know. Okay, one of my favorite designers. And I finished the piece. Here's my back. And I stitched this on the called for color. It was not the linen, it was the Lugana equivalent. I started it on June 14th. I made myself a little note down here. I started it June 14th and then I finished it August 17th. And it's on 32 count cream Lugana fabric. And Barbara Anna shows it finished as a ditty bag. So if you can see, it's shaped smaller up in the top and then it curves down around. I'm not sure if I'm going to make mine into a bag or if I'm going to frame it. And if I frame it or finish it, I don't know exactly how, but I'm excited. I love this so much. Her color palette is gorgeous. I made heaps of mistakes. Heaps. Like this my bird's head still is all sorts of wonky. This is Mr. Wonky Woo over here. Wonky Loo. So I just embraced the wonkiness of it and kept it. Mistakes and all. It's a disheveled bird, but he wears his quirkiness proudly. So I finished Barbara Anna piece, and if you've been with me long enough, you know my rule. Finish a Barbara Anna, start a Barbara Anna. Must have Barbara Anna in rotation. So with that, I decided to kit up, okay, like immediately after finishing it, and then Barbara Anna released over on Instagram. Go follow her. So she's located in Spain. So, you know, get your international cross stitch on. And yeah, she has it. So you got to go to her Instagram and then click the link. She's got a link tree and follow for the pattern Molly. Not the drug, although some people say cross stitch can be quite addictive. I digress. Okay, and look at that cutie pie. I love anthropomorphic animals, or, you know, animals in dresses. Love it. So I have stitched her other bird from last year, also her freebie. I think, and then I also stitched the fox, which is the light. So this one, love it. So I went ahead and pulled some fabric, and I'm hoping that this piece is big enough. So this is one thing that you got to keep in mind when you get a piece of fabric. So I purchased this, and it's a 9x13. Just because it says that doesn't mean that it was cut well. I don't know if you can see. So if I were to like pull the linen thread here, as you can see, it does not line up. So just keep that in mind if you're about to start a project, like that you're squared off and you have enough on your border. So I got this. It's the Riviera Aqua fabric. I believe this is by Witchelt. And I think I stitched Baby Boars by Jira. She's a Japanese designer. I think I stitched it also on that Riviera fabric. So I pulled all the flosses and I put it in one of these just retro floss holders for now. I pulled all the DMC, love it. And then I have it in this little bag. Full disclosure, I think this is like a, one of those accessories you put in a diaper bag for like that holds the wipes. And then you put your baby on the cloth. I think that's what this is. But it was so dang cute. I saw it at the thrift store. It was $1.50. I'm like, I can put a little floss organizer thing in this and wrap it up. This can be my cross stitch baby. So that's what I did. So that I have not started that. It's kitted up to start. And that's called Molly. And I'm excited for a new start. I want to also get the Lindy Stitches. I don't know what it's called, but it's the purple horse. Love it. And there's a cat sitting on it. I designed a, full disclosure, I designed a little cowgirl. I want to say it was like February or March this year. And she's riding a pink horse because I feel like there needs to be more really brightly colored horses out in the world. And so I had pink horse on my mind, and then Stephanie goes and does the beautiful purple horse. So I feel like that is a sign. It is. Okay. Do you want to see my other finish? Okay. I'm really excited about this. This is Cottage Garden Samplings. And Vinny is out of, she lives in Malaysia. Yes. Malaysia. So, oh my gosh, so awesome. So she is so talented. So this is Love is in the Air. I stitched another one of her bird series. I want to do the bird with the big strawberry. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Everything she does, I'm here for it. So I stitched this, all called for colors, called for everything. And I mean, I really played chicken with this piece of fabric. So again, like the fabric I showed you a minute ago, just because it says it's 9 by 13 doesn't mean it's cut straight. So just keep that in mind. Let my mistakes encourage you to not make the same mistakes as me. So I used, I got all the called for colors, and it's on 32 count Ancient Belfast. And this was a piece 8 by 12 inches that was cut. But if you can see, it is definitely not square. And I did not realize that when I started this. I just did not. So when I gave myself the border here, I didn't take into account that the fabric had been cut diagonally, or I would have started it down a lot further. My error, but I'll finish it and it's gonna look so pretty. So this I stitched with 2 strands of all the called for colors, and I just think it's so lovely. That fabric is so interesting. Like, I would have never just picked that fabric. Like, if I was at a needle workshop and like just looking at fabrics, I would have never been like, I need ancient. But now after having this finish, I'm like, oh my goodness, no wonder Vinny is like charting everything in this in this color. It's so cool. It's so different, and it's really cool. Look at that. I mean, anyway, can you tell I just love cross stitch designers? I love the cross stitch community globally. Amazing. Okay, that was my finish. As you can see, they're wrinkled. I need to fully finish them, and they were birds. Stitch all the birds. Yeah. What else do I have to show you? Ooh, I purchased a couple things, and I thought they were super cute. I got this cross stitch kit. Now, this is an oldie but a goodie, okay? Look at this cutiness. It's a little bunny rabbit, and you stitch the overalls, and it's holding a carrot. So I paid $2.49 for it. It comes with the colors and the 14 count Aida. It's called Loving Stitches. Fun to stitch. The Sit Abouts collection, and it was open when I got it. So if I find an open kit like out thrifting or something, my number one priority is to make sure that the pattern, like the actual stitching pattern, is there, because like I can always find a different fabric or I don't necessarily need that particular white 14 count Aida, but it sucks when you have the Aida and you have the threads, but then there's no pattern. So if you're getting an open kit at a thrift store, charity shop, op shop, antique store, you know, just like make sure the pattern's actually there. Okay, so look at her. Isn't she so cute? So, I mean, I could potentially like dye this fabric or even paint the fabric, stamp the fabric, and then stitch over it. Or I could do the bunny with a different, I mean, you could update it or stitch it as is. I just think it's so cute. It's from 1990, Karen's Creation out of Michigan. But look at that cute little bunny. Who else stitches bunnies? Jen of Jen's Stitching Niche. She is a Mississippi stitcher, and she likes bunnies just like I like bunnies. Who loves the bunnies? All right, I picked up this chart pack. I thought it was so pretty, and it had the birds, the nautical, the seahorse by Lenarte. Super excited about that. And then totally out of my wheelhouse, Carol Saltbox Stitcher a couple months ago talked all about wool applique, and I had purchased a wool applique kit over at the Primitive Homespun and Needleworks, Kathy's shop. She's amazing, downtown Frederick, historic building, gorgeous, all the things. Anyway, I watched the wool applique video by Carol, and I felt like my hesitation, trepidation of trying it subsided. So when I saw this, I was like, I could buy this too. So it is a felt kit. I have not started it, but in my quest to make all the things, I had to get it. So that's some of my stitching acquisitions. Now, I want to show you and talk about my new releases. If you are here for that, awesome. Okay, first off, this is my little freebie chart I sent out. If you are on my newsletter, sign up for my newsletter. I send out freebies. I do cross stitch patterns, freebie patterns. I do like printables, cross stitch themed stuff. I do stuff. So this is one of them. And I designed this, and it is also a freebie for the cross stitch Reddit group over, if you are on Reddit. Wild Violet Cross Stitch, Ryan Mac. She is one of the moderators over on the Reddit cross stitch page, and they've made me the designer of the month for September. Yay! And so with that, there's an interview you can read, and you can pick up this chart over on the Reddit page for September. So excited. I stitched this on a piece of fabric that I hand dyed myself, and it's with all DMC, and her little magic bubbles here. It reminded me of like a risograph, like the print making techniques with the bubble. So I had a lot of fun designing this. There is some backstitch, and yeah, so this is Little Miss Mary Magic. So it's my first release. My second release is Flaminghouls. Yes, flamingos. And they're, oh my God. So I love flamingos. Kathy Haberman of Hands On Design. She's made some amazing charts with flamingos on them, and I stitched a really cute flamingo on a bicycle last year. Oh my god! Well, from the Petunia Design, Hot House Petunia. Oh, I forgot what it was called. I'm sorry. Okay, anyway, I love flamingos. So, but I wanted to do something like different. So, this is stitched on a Silk Weavers fabric. It's a 32 count, and it's called Lavender Diamonds. And I love it. So all of this is, it's charted in DMC except for the skeleton bits, and then you can see a little blingy. That is stitched with a 2-ply 12 weight metallic rayon embroidery thread. Oh. Yes. So let me see. So I wanted to show, so if you order from me, you get the pattern, and you also get the spool card. It's a 20-yard spool card of the Glamour thread by Wonderfill. If you can see, it's really fun. So I suggest you stitch with a size 24 tapestry needle when you're stitching with this, and you just need one strand. And it's a blend of like the 1-ply is rayon, so it feels a little more slippery texture-wise than like a cotton thread, and the metallic. But I think it gives it a really fun result, and it's a new type of thread to try, you know, when you're stitching all the things. So there's Flaminghouls, and this is a companion piece, Flaminghouls, to Spirited Goblet. This is on the cover of Just Cross Stitch magazine for their special Halloween edition of Just Cross Stitch. So yeah, this is Spirited Goblet. It's stitched on the exact same fabric, so it's a companion piece. So as you can see, there's two different jack-o'-lantern goblets here, and all the things, and there's gonna be a video of how to make the custom drink that they're drinking, this blue drink. So stay tuned for that. It won't be in this video. It will be out soon though. And I embellished this. This is just a wood block that I had that I decoupaged over with scrapbook paper, Halloween scrapbook paper. I then attached some fun trims, a vintage button, and these are vintage stir sticks and the goodies that you use for drinks. So I embellished it with those. Yay! And I could not help myself. I also made these little painted flamingos. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I hand painted all of these. Yeah, so I had so much fun. I made these little charm things. I love them. Anyway, okay. And then, oh my goodness. Okay. I want to thank everyone for your tremendous support of my Maryland Blue Crab pattern. This was the first in the series for the Chesapeake Bay Treasure series. Well, I released the second. This is Blue Heron, and it's the second in the series. So I have it available as a kit, and oh my gosh. So what can we say about this? All right, these are two different blues. This is a Silks For You blue, and this is also a Silks For You blue, but they're different colors. This one has a more of a gray tone for the bird, but you has still the I put the crab and the fish and all the things. So I did a first run of the kit here, and I had to replace the fabric. So there's like one kit has this, and then upcoming kits are with this one, because I ran out of fabric and I learned about the quilting industry that it's not like cross stitch. So the fabric comes out, they do one printing run, what's out in the market's out, and then it's done. So if it's a super popular print, quilter's cotton, the price could go up sky high, or it could sell out and never be available again on the secondary market. Well, this lady thought that I'll be able to get more of that print. No problem. Yeah, problem. So I had to replace it, and I think it's beautiful and complimentary, and it still goes with the other colors for the kit. So just letting you know, there's that, and it comes with the little fish charm, and it comes with this patch here, and each patch is different. I have vintage cotton. I ripped all of them after I hand dyed them, and then I hand stamped every single one of them with paint, with fabric paint, and their heat set. All the things. So with the kits, you get a piece of me at sustainable stitching. You get a reclaimed piece of fabric, what I've hand dyed, what I've hand selected, all the things. So I'm so excited. And yes, there will be more in this series coming up. And the next one is, oh, it's so cute. I can't wait for you to see it. It's so cute. Okay, so those are my goodies. I'm so happy to be back filming. I'm happy you are with me. I've been keeping busy, and thank you for helping me to stay busy. I wanted to show one more thing, but it's not cross stitch related. So if you want to skedaddle, I totally understand. But I got in the mail from Annie's Publishing, they sent me the Farmhouse Kit Club stuff. So this wreath here is from their first kit they did as the Farmhouse Style Kit Club. Well, they sent me the second kit to do, and it says, kind people are my kind of people. Yes, please. So it's this kit to make a bag. So, you know, I always need project totes, right? Put it in my tote. So it comes with all the things to make it. So apparently I'm going to learn how to make a bag. So this was the Annie's Farmhouse kit. And then, but wait, they sent me the other kit to try out. And I'm super duper excited about this. This one is the Annie's Farmhouse Kit Club. It's the thankful sign. So I think this is coming up for autumn. So I am going to learn how to paint the black and white checks. I don't know how to do that. But look, it comes with everything, and it's going to tell me, it has the directions. So stay tuned. I'm going to be learning how to paint stuff professionally, like professional direction stuff, not just stuff I go on Pinterest and look up. So I'm excited for this kit. Like I said, it's the board and everything and the paint, and so I'm excited. And then I'm going to have my kids, I'm going to recruit my kids to help me with this one. They also sent me this, and this is from their Creative Women Club, and it's a home sign. And then you take out the little O, and there's all the different little thingamabobbers. So it's got the wood cut out here and the paint and all this stuff. So I'm gonna have my kids help me, so that, because they love, I think I told you all that they love like the seasonal, the countdown calendars. Like we have the countdown calendar right now for school starting and all the things. So I think this will be really fun for the kids to help me with. So if you're interested in any of those Annie's kits, I do have links below in my description if you're interested. And oh my gosh, y'all are so wonderful. Thank you so much. If you can, these are different. This one's, I hand dyed both the fabrics, and, oh, and I dyed more of the crab fabric. I've been getting a lot of emails asking if I'm going to be releasing this as a kit again, and I'm not. I released it as a limited edition kit, but I did decide that I will be selling, right now you can get like the chart and the floss, the cotton, or you can get the chart and the silk skein, 5-yard skein of floss. And you'll also, if you want, you can buy a piece of the ready cut fabric, which is the 18 count fabric. So I'm super excited, and I'm so happy that you all like the work that I'm doing with dyeing, and I really appreciate you all so much. And oh, this is my score. Okay, Christian Robinson, he is a children's book illustrator. He's out of Sacramento, California. He wrote the book You Matter, which I love, and he did a collection with Target, and I was able to get one of the pillows, and it's so cool. It's punch needle. It's a punch needle pillow. The pugs have already put their hair on it, the molecule, and I love it so much. One of the pom-poms came off. I think one of the pugs chewed the pom-poms off, but anyway, I got a piece of You Matter memorabilia. So with that, I want to tell you all that you do matter, that your stitching matters, everything matters. And sending you lots of love and light, and I hope that you're having a wonderful time stitching. And if you're not stitching, I hope that you are safe and secure, and just mwah, lots of love to you. And hopefully I'll be back soon to talk all about more stitching. Okay, take care. Love ya.